How is it going, everyone? It's Brand back with another video in which we'll talk about the Mary Jane sector and the opportunity it presents as a whole based on both fundamentals and technicals. And most importantly, how can we profit from stocks such as Tilray, ticker symbol TLRY, Cronos Group, ticker symbol CRON, Aphria, ticker symbol APHA, Canopy Growth Company, which is the kingpin of the industry, ticker symbol CGC, and finally Aurora Cannabis, ticker symbol ACB. As always, remember this is not financial advice. I'm just a regular guy on YouTube trying to get better at my craft by holding myself accountable through this YouTube channel. If you go on and gain value from this content, you're personally invested or thinking about investing in these companies, please go on and give an early thumbs up to this video as I'm trying my best to provide quality content to you guys. My goal before the end of the year would be to reach 100 subscribers. I would love for you to follow me on this journey. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into it. So on fundamentals, if we look at the sector as a whole, we can all agree that stars are slowly aligning for this industry. Some items would be, and feel free to correct me in the comments if I missed anything, but things such as the Biden presidency, the House bill, who just got passed 4 days ago, and other industries such as CBD, other satellite products, creams, drinks, and other legal non-smokable products. What I call the clean part of the industry is pretty much booming. One last thing would be the medical use is more and more accepted across generations, institutions, and applied for a bigger and bigger range of illnesses and disabilities. So based on this, we need now to look at the technicals. As you might have noticed, on starting November 5th, we pretty much had a massive spike on the whole industry. So in front of us on TradingView, we have ticker symbol MJ, which is the ETF Managers Trust for Alternative Harvest, so fancy way of saying ETF for the Mary Jane stocks. And as you can see, the sector as a whole spiked starting October 30th. We had a slight run up in the anticipation of the election results. And then when it was confirmed, pretty much we printed the pole of a bull flag. Came right back down. You can see it as either a bull flag or a cup and handle. We'll go over this in a specific example later on in the video. But yeah, so this is the first thing. Technicals are starting to align as well as the fundamentals. So I do not want to hand you a fish in this video and give you a specific chart or option play for a specific date. And this for several reasons. First of all, this video would be obsolete by the end of this week. If you were to watch it, let's say early 2021, this chart would be completely useless to you. And also, if I'm wrong, you'll probably unsubscribe and destroy me in the comments. So I want none of that. I want to teach you how to think about this sector as a whole and how can we take advantage of it. And just take you right through my thought process. So what I want to show you here is how to find these plays by yourself, basically. And maybe you can even help me in the comments and we can become better traders together. So as I was just saying, the sector is in a general uptrend, and most of these stocks actually make really clean moves, following patterns, respecting support levels, breaking resistance, and moving on to the next stair step. One reason since the previous bubble, these stocks are following a bull flag, very liquid, fairly cheap as well. So most of them are below the $10 mark, which is a psychological level. And they all have weekly expiration dates. One last thing, their option chains are one of the most liquid I've ever seen. This allows traders and investors to jump from one stock to another, and this is exactly what I want to show you today. As you may know, I've been building a list of weekly premium stocks to apply the wheel strategy on by either selling puts or calls. So this is not what we'll talk about today. So this is just a quick, not so quick actually. I wanted to show you. So yeah, this is the list I've been building up on both Robinhood and TradingView and trying to find good candidates which are cheap in a general uptrend, allowing me to grab a round lot of 100 shares. But I started building this list around October, end of October, and I noticed that all these MJ stocks were fitting perfectly this description. So then I basically started building a sub list and noticed how can I play these stocks? They have weekly expiration dates that I just mentioned, and they seem to be doing pretty well. But looking at the charts, they were looking fairly unpredictable to me. The upside outweighs the downside by a lot, in my opinion, and therefore it didn't make a lot of sense to sell calls on these stocks. And what I was thinking instead was buying them at support, since they're slightly going up, they're easy to manage, they have low implied volatility up until the election, basically. So my point is, if I can't sell premium on such bullish stocks, I might as well buy them at major support, but only when it makes sense. Hopefully exercise one or two contracts if the play ends up being really good, and then allow me to buy round lots for a discount. So this way I don't have to hold the bag that can easily get exercised on me since the sector is so bullish. This way I don't fall in love with either stock and can play the whole sector in a dynamic way, only picking the best of the best setups and only when it makes sense. So let's go over a specific play just to give you an example. The reason why I wanted to make this video is because I noticed the whole sector was red yesterday. And since Aphria has been pretty good to me 3 weeks ago, when I played this 650 breakout, what was that? It was right here. I was thinking, we're printing a bull flag, cup and handle, depending on the tickers. And I looked at Fria thinking, it's hard to play, the upside is limited, we don't know if we'll break previous resistance, etc., etc. And then I actually found Tilray. I was hanging out on one of the Discord groups I'm fairly active on. Shout out to Alex Winkler and Rose Jacobs. And then I found this beautiful chart. So what do we see here? We see major spike ending on November 9 of 2020, coming back down, capitulation, trying again, and then we chop it. So if I zoom a little closer on this portion of the chart, this is what I'm interested in. As you guys might know, I love playing weekly options because these are the options that are, yes, the riskiest, but at the same time can give you the biggest upside because you can really get them for cheap. And so last night, I was looking at the chart and I was thinking, this looks like a perfect cup and handle. So you see first part of the cup, comes right back down, comes right back up to test a double top, doesn't work out, capitulates. So basically, what do I see when I look at the chart? I'm trying to find out the psychology behind it. And I see that a lot of enthusiasm based on policy and recent news. Then short-term traders get out, longer-term traders get in, or just as short-term and see the opportunity right here. They take profits here, and eventually the selling pressure comes down. So this is why I think there is a big opportunity in Tilray in particular this week. And I was thinking to myself last night, if Tilray keeps going down, on, let's say, let's move to the 30-minute chart. Tilray keeps coming down, printing the handle of that cup and handle pattern. This will be the perfect time to bounce right when we hit critical support around 810, between 810 and 8. So I'm recording this at 8:45 Eastern time, and I think I'm going to take the play, guys. I'll let you know how it goes, and hopefully it works in our favor. All right, that was pretty much it for this video. The main point that you should get is that this sector is very liquid, gives you several candidates that move sort of in concert, but also have a mind of their own. All right, they have different market caps, different financials. They focus more on the drink industry or the flower industry, et cetera, et cetera. Then it's all up to you to make your own research, find the candidate that works the best for you. And I think that the beauty of this opportunity is that if one stock is on a downtrend, you can move on to another one and find a setup that might work for you. All right, I just wanted to keep that video quite short, not take up too much of your time. And I hope you gain value from this video. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Take care.